morning, Ospreys. Welcome to the weather edition of Inside Swoop and 90. I'm Michael Keough, here to guide you all safely along this week's weather forecast. I hope everyone has had a safe weekend and enjoyed their Memorial Day. But what was the world weather like this weekend? Well, let me tell you. Pretty much everything that talked about this weekend was Agatha. On Sunday, Mexico City was hit by Hurricane Agatha, and it was expected to be a Category 3 when it made landfall. But it arrived before it had proper time to gain strength. The storm was 1 mile an hour off the threshold from becoming a Category 3. Today, Agatha is the strongest hurricane ever recorded to come ashore during the month of May. That being said, Agatha has started to weaken since coming ashore and will continue to do so. The heavy rain still poses a flooding threat to Mexico's southern cities, but I do have some good news. The State Emergency Service Office at Oaxaca said that late Monday night that there was no deaths have been reported. Moving on to today's weather. Today's weather showed a 40% chance of precipitation with darker clouds in certain areas that could house lightning. A warm 85 degrees Fahrenheit in the afternoon and cooler temperatures in the afternoon, sitting around the 70s. Let's have radar show us with the overcast if it'll leave us soon. So as we can see here, all in here we've got clear skies, which we'll be seeing later on in the week, but then over here we can see that the effects from Agatha are moving up the coast. Moving on to our week weather, don't let the radar trick you. Wednesday and Thursday look like phenomenal days with sunshine and warm weather. Sunday is looking to be our worst day with a 40% chance of lightning and rain, but we'll see more as the days come. What's going on, Ospreys? Welcome. You are watching the weather edition of Inside Swoop and 90. Hi, I'm Michael Keough, and I'm here to give you this week's forecast. The skies over western cities will remain dark for a third consecutive 4th of July, as some big fireworks shows have been canceled due to dry weather that could easily cause a fire, and also there's supply shortages. China produces most of the professional-grade fireworks that Americans shoot off into the sky on our Independence Day, and Arizona is dealing with the change. Flagstaff in Arizona are putting on their annual downtown show, but they're changing a little bit. While instead of using their usual fireworks, they're changing them to laser shows. Today's weather will be partly cloudy skies with a 40% chance of rain. Today has a low of 75 and a high of 89 with decent cloud coverage until around 4 p.m. just like yesterday. It feels like 93 degrees out there and the humidity is sitting at around 79%. Moving to our radar actually looks pretty clear today, besides some stuff just sitting up there up north, but nothing really over Jacksonville itself, so we're pretty much good. Looking at our week, though, we're still pretty much where we left off yesterday. Somebody said that Tuesday's supposed to be the best day. I don't know who said that, so let's just forget it. But there's really not much to say. I mean, you can look at the week yourself, and it's just all rain throughout the week, so just hope for the best, and then you don't get poured on. That's all we got for now. Okay, Ospreys. You've been watching the weather edition of Inside Swoop in 90 to get all of your weatherly needs, and I hope you enjoyed your time with us. And until next time, I'm Michael Keough, and I hope you have a great day. What is going on, Ospreys? Welcome back to another end of the week weather edition of Inside Swoop in 90. I am Michael Keough giving you this weekend's forecast. Up first, our world weather will take us to Africa. So countries on Africa's east coast are increasingly turning towards climate funding initiatives to boost livelihoods of oceanside communities, aid biodiversity, and take climate action. On the margins of the high-level political forum on the sustainable development currently underway at the United Nations headquarters in New York, African coastal and island states and conservation groups outline plans to boost ocean conservation and economic development through a system of blue bonds, a method of financing projects that would also benefit ocean health. Following on from Africa's Great Green Wall, which spans across the continental's Sahel region, East African nations are now seeking funds for the Great Blue Wall initiative, which aims to protect marine areas across the coastline. Both blue and green finance refers to funding aimed at preventing environmental damage and combating climate change while creating sustainable ecosystems, and that sounds pretty good to me. Moving on to our weather, we will have a partly cloudy day with a 60% chance of precipitation. The high is at 87, the low is at 73, and the humidity is around 80%. Moving right along to the weekend, we will see that we have more rain. I mean, that's nothing really new. Saturday and Sunday are 50 and 60% respectively. There's 80s for their highs, which is a nice change of pace. Both lows are at 74%, and we will have similar showers on Saturday and Sunday. Saturday we'll have a little bit more rain because we're going to have some of that rain from Friday night bleed over into the morning of Saturday. But other than that, that's all we got. All right, Ospreys. The weather has not been great, but that doesn't mean we can't be. To all of you who watch these shows, you are great. Thank you so much for giving us your time. And until the next time, this has been the weekend weather edition of Inside Swoop in 90. I am Michael Keough, and I hope you all have a great day. What's going on, Ospreys? Welcome back to another weather edition of Inside Swoop in 90. I am Michael Keough, and I'll be giving you this week's forecast. But before we begin the show, let's talk about these heat waves, because days after nearly half the country sweated through a blistering heat wave, which is about 154.6 million people, and for those of us in the West, it's still going on. The Biden administration on Tuesday unveiled heat.gov, a website for all to see maps, forecasts, and health advice, and all working towards trying to minimize the heat-related death tolls. And here's a little fun fact for everyone. The month of July in 2021 was the hottest month ever recorded on Earth. On Earth, says National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration Chief, and he says that it will continue to rise. But in some nicer news, today looks just fine, with some partly cloudy skies to take the rays off of us, and hopefully that does happen because looking at today, we have a 95 high. So the low is 76, the humidity is 87, and that's also what the temperature of today should feel like, at least for now. But let's move on to radar to see how much cloud coverage we're going to be getting today. And okay, what do we have? Okay, it looks fine, but just take a look at this bit over here, and that's a rain cloud if I've ever seen it. You guys can see it for yourself. This is a really, really dark cloud, and it's moving so fast right across from here. But other than that, like, our week is fine. Besides that rain cloud, the sun is still here. It looks pretty good, and I would watch out for Tuesday because it has shown signs that it will rain. Wednesday is still the way it is, so there's not much we can do about that. But overall, it's pretty good. Just watch out for those temperatures as it's starting to get much, much hotter as we close in on August. All right, Ospreys, that is all I have for you today on this weather edition of Inside Swoop in 90, where you can come and get all of your weatherly needs. And until that next time, I am Michael Keough, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Hello, Ospreys. Welcome to our remote edition of Inside Swoop in 90. I am Michael Keough here on location at the baseball ground of Jacksonville for today's Business Person Special. The Jumbo Shrimp are hosting the Norfolk Tides with the first pitch at 12:05, so come out to the ballpark and take a break from the workday. With that being said, welcome to this edition of Inside Swoop in 90. And up first, the tropical storm I talked about yesterday, its name was Bonnie. It is now Hurricane Bonnie, and Bonnie has strengthened while moving roughly parallel to Mexico's Pacific coast on Monday after crossing over Central America from the Caribbean and dropping heavy rains, contributing to 2 deaths. Forecasters said that they are expected the hurricane, now a Category 2 storm, to pose no threat to land as it's headed generally westward, further to the Pacific. The 2 people that were killed in separate events were related to flooding. Nicaragua's army said in a statement that it was said that the 40-year-old Alberto Flores Lendero died trying to cross the swollen Mati River in Suwan, and Juan Carlos Alman, age 38, died trying to help passengers from a bus that fell into the Ali Bento River in the same area. But what does today look like? And today it looks like it is sunny with the high in 94 and a low in 76 with a mostly clear afternoon and getting a bit cloudier later in the evening. As per usual, the rain, if there will be any, will be sometime after noon and be less than half an inch of precipitation. Taking a look at our radar, though, we can see that there are some clouds just all over the place from directions, but most of them are moving westwards. And besides those few clouds, it looks pretty clear. Like, it looks clear out here for us besides the few clouds, like I said. Moving on to our week weather, Thursday is looking cloudy, but not as cloudy as the rest of the week. Every day this week, almost, is above 90 degrees Fahrenheit. For the rainy days, they're all about the same, running around 50% precipitation. I hope you all can hear me still. The coldest day so far this week is Monday, and the hottest day will be either Friday or Saturday. But with so much humidity, it's starting to feel a lot hotter. Like right now, it's like only 85 degrees out, but it feels like 96 or 97. So just keep that in mind. Well, that is it for this edition of Inside Swoop in 90. Don't forget Business Person Special and bring the kids to the ballpark for the Wet Wednesday. It is game day, this water play day, and it all begins around noon, around 12. So I'm Michael Keough, and I will see you next time. What's going on, Ospreys? I'm going to really miss saying that. Yeah, you heard that right. This is the very last show for me. I'm Michael Keough. If you didn't know that, I don't really know why you're watching this, but welcome anyways. I'm here at Inside Swoop Studio today, and I'd like to talk a bit about my experience here, how I ended up doing this stuff in the first place, and some funny moments that have happened to me along the way. So let's begin. So I got this internship through necessity. The internship I previously applied for was denied for credit, and then there was only days left before I would have to wait another semester to apply for the internship. When an email came from a Ken Thomas to my Canvas announcements, I saw what it was. I saw that I could get it for credit, which got me excited, and it was on campus, so it was close, so I went for it. And I could not have been happier that that was the way that it went, because I have absolutely loved my experience here at Inside Swoop. I have learned more than I thought I would have coming into it. I can now write up professional stories, produce them, and I've even found my on-camera personality. I believe I'm good at this, but I mean, I have lots to learn, but the things that Ken has taught me here can't be forgotten. Ken, bless your brother, you were so clear for me from the moment that I stepped in here. He said, I'm going to give you the time and freedom to create your ideas that production classes simply don't have the time for. And his approach to teaching is all about repetition and being hands-on, which is the best way that I like to learn. In my time at UNF, I have not had a better situation to creatively produce my ideas, which is crazy if you think about it, that I've been here for 4 years and I'm saying that now. And that's a result of Ken, so seriously, thank you. But that being said, I've had my fair share of mistakes on this show, some of them making this one right now. But some of them you've seen live, some of them you've never seen before, and so this will be the first time that you guys will get to see that. So without me continuing to talk, let's start rolling into some laughs, at least for now. But let's move on to radar to see how much cloud coverage we're actually going to be getting. Okay, so what do we have today? So, hello. Hold on, I'm over here. What is going on, Ospreys? Welcome to the weekend weather edition of Inside Swoop in 90. I am Michael Keough, and I'm giving you this weekend's weather forecast. Today in top stories, I'm just going to be giving everyone a quick little recap about Celia's movements and strengths. Now, if you guys remember, Celia regained tropical storm force off of Mexico's Pacific coast on Tuesday. Celia will... Why? Now I'm sad. I am Michael Keough giving you this weekend's weather forecast. In today's top weather, I'm going to be talking everyone... Man, I'm pissed. I tried just recreating it. It didn't work. Today I'm going to be talking just a little bit about a quick recap. Today I'm going to be giving this. Tuesday is the only day that might be free of it, but we're still at the very least going to see showers. So we can expect the rain for the rest of the foreseeable future. Ospreys, thank you for coming to Inside Swoop for all your weatherly needs. And until next time, we appreciate you. And I am Michael Keough, and I hope you have a great day. Dude, I'm done. So I'm gonna go for one of the first ones. Jesus, I need to get out of here. Today's weather, we will see that the clouds are looking at radar. We can see that we will have, we don't do radar. Moving on to weekly weather. Our weekend outlook is 90 for all your weatherly needs. And until next time, we appreciate you. And I'm Michael Keough, and we're doing another take. This is what happens when we don't do run-throughs. Police said that they knew that the three knew each other, but did not elaborate. Look, it's pretty much good. And then now we have our weekend weather. So Friday needs, and until next time, I'm Michael Keough, and I hope you have a great day. Right. So I hope you guys enjoyed those. I've learned a lot, but I think the most important thing that I've learned while here is seeing the moving parts of a production. Every little thing is moving to help with everyone, and seeing us plan a show, then put it all together and do it, it's great. It's a great experience and will help me work through future projects that I'll have coming up. And you know, just having that understanding of it really, really helps out. So. All right, Ospreys, that is all I have for you today. Well, thank you for this great opportunity. I've enjoyed out of this. I seriously love the people here and what we came together to do. I wish everyone the best in their future endeavors. And until the next time, I'm Michael Keough, signing off for good.